with personal problems, that are just unbelievable. Family issues that are blowing my mind. And I've got things under immediate control right now, and therefore I'm going to go back to this game here, because if I don't do something, I'll just go out of my mind. I'm being pushed so hard to my limits. This is turning into a Strat-O-Matic network of a very, very person with many, many problems. And if that's the way it is, that's the way it's going to be. And I thank you for your patience. Got to somehow separate, put aside the problems. Now I do have a call coming in at noon, so I will hopefully go as long as I can. On this game. We're going to pick it up where we left it off. It was an error by Boswell. And that puts May on first, and Freddie Patek is coming up. It's 3-0 Pirates. And we're going to have Freddie Patek stepping in now. Jerry May is on first after the error by Boswell. May not being held. Here's Taylor now. And the pitch to Patek. 212. He lines it to second and he catches May in a rundown. And it's a double play. We'll call it 4-3 to 4, double play. It was 212 right-handed, line out second max. And that retires the side. Now we move to the bottom of the 8th. Blas, meanwhile, throwing shutout baseball. He's allowed only 4 hits. He's walked 2, struck out 6. And it's going to be the top of the order, Rod Gaspar, to lead it off. Oh. Okay, here's Gaspar leading it off, switch hitter, batting left. Here's Blas now in his second endurance inning. 6'9", switch hitter batting left, fly ball left field for Stargell. And he's under it, he makes the catch, 1 out. Blas, very, very tough today. Now Wayne Garrett. Here's the pitch from Blas. 1-2, oh my, it's hit deep. And oh, it's off the wall for a double. Garrett almost hits it out of here. A 1-2 against the right-hander Blas, home run 1-11. It was a 17. So it's a double. And here's Art Shamsky now. Here's Blas. And the pitch to Shamsky. 1-9. Flies it to right. Under it is Taylor. He makes the catch. Garrett would have the option to tag, but we will not bother. Down 3-0. So it's 2 away for Ken Boswell. Here's the pitch from Blas. 3-5, and Boswell smashes it deep into the gap. That's going to fall, and it's going to be a triple for Boswell. Garrett scores, and Blas is 1 hit or walk away from fatigue. Marone, Hartenstein, and Brousseau are available. They pitched in the real world in this game. Marone and Hartenstein are the ones who are available. Marone, the left-hander, Hartenstein, the right-hander, warming up. Here's Eddie Kranepool now. Last trying to get out of this. Boswell on third. It's 3-1 now, 2 outs, 1 in. The pitch from Blass. 4-7 left-handed, and he struck him out. And he gets out of it with endurance. His 7th strikeout. But there was 1 run to break up the shutout. It's 3-1 now. And here's Ron Taylor in his 2nd inning of relief. And Blass will lead it off. Okay, here's Taylor now. And the pitch. 6-4. Against Blass, a right-hander. It's a grounder to short. That's for Weiss. A 231. G1. Three, 4, 5, 6. Weiss E31. G1, he's going to get that and throws him out. 1 away. Here comes Matty Alou now. 3 for 4 today. 2 singles and a double. Scored a run when he doubled. If you're looking ahead to the bottom of the 9th, it'll be Swoboda, Grody, and Weiss. Here's Taylor. The pitch to Alou. 4-7 left-handed, walked him. He'll be held. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. 1-17, 1-12. Not being held. It's a -5. So he has the lead automatically. And he's a 1-17, 1-12. Not going. And here's Dave Cash. 1 out, Alou on first. Here's the pitch from Taylor. 5'9" right-handed. Oh, it's hit with power, but he does not have the power. It will be a base hit. 2 asteroids. So cash is on. First, and a Luan third, Taylor, in his first endurance inning of relief. Oh. 1 to 20, 1 to 15, he's being held. Infield back. Here's Stargell now. One more hitter walk, and Taylor is high again, Kathy. I'm going till about 5 minutes before noon. I have a phone call. This is turning into a Strat-O-Matic network of a person who has lots of problems. This was a family issue. It's first and third, infield back. Kuntz is warming, and here's Stargell. The pitch from Taylor. That's 1-5. Oh my, there it goes. That is another triple for Stargell. Both runs come in. Boy, he must have hit that a ways. For him to run that out as a triple gives him 3 RBIs on the game, and that's it for Taylor, who's knocked out. And Cal Kuntz will come in. Taylor ends up having pitched 1 1/3. He was not effective, at least not this inning. He's allowed 2 thus far. Kuntz, a right-hander, taking his warm-ups. And while he does that, I'm going to make my last pot of coffee for the day. Terrible. You push to the limit, Kev. Push to the limit. Let me make some coffee here. What I plan to do is update my standings live. There. Perfect. At least something worked out. Got the right coffee filter size. coffee. It's coffee time. Okay, the coffee is brewing and Kuntz is ready. It's going to be Karl Taylor with Stargell on third, 1 out. Here's Kuntz. 2-6, and he flies it to left. That's a question mark. Wait a minute. 2-6, fly ball left B. Let's see if Stargell's going to tag. Oh, God. Shamsky is a +1. Hardly read that. Stargell 1-8, 1-9. We will send him home with this 5-0 lead, 1-9, and he's thrown out by Shamsky. It's really a 7-2, and that will retire the side. I figured, you know, it was the 1-9 might as well with the lead like this. We're heading to the bottom of the ninth. It's 5-1. And here's Blas. Now he is 2 hits or walks away from fatigue. Marone and Hartenstein are available. It is now 5-1. Pirates, bottom of the ninth. Here's Swoboda now. The pitch from Blas. 3-4 right-handed. He walked him. Now he's 1 hit or walk away from fatigue. Jerry Grody, the batter. Mets down by 4. Kathy Harden for the Mets. Here's Grody. .18 right-handed, base hit. Swoboda rounding second, goes to third, and here, that's going to be it for Blas. With Al Weistu up. They're going to bring in Hartenstein, the right-hander. So Blas gets knocked out. Again, like I said, Cleon, pinch hit in this game in real world. and we'll see whether he hits for Weiss or Cardwell, or Kuntz, I'm sorry. So that's it for Blass. He pitched 8. Seven hits, walked 3, struck out 7, has allowed 1 thus far. And Chuck Hartenstein comes in to try to close it here. It'll be Cleon Jones to pinch hit for Weiss. He pinch hit in real world in this game. Harrelson would come in at short if they're lucky enough to tie it and not win it. Here's Hartenstein now from the stretch, first and third, infield back. 5-1 Pirates. Here's the pitch from Hartenstein. 1-5 right-handed. Look at that. That's a drive. Hit out into the gap. It's a double for Cleon. Swoboda scores. Grody goes to third and holds to make it 5-2 with no outs. It was clean. That would be to a Lou a +2, but Grody will hold to make him a 1-13. It's not worth it when you're down by now 3 runs. And Clendenin will come in to hit for Kuntz, and Clendenin will be the tying run at the plate. It's Jones on second, Grody on third, and Clendenin steps in. Mets pulling out all the stops here. Again, Clendenin the tying run. And here's Hartenstein now. The infield is back. Certainly not going to walk him. Put the tying run on the plate. Here's the pitch from Hartenstein. That's 1-8. Oh my, it's grounded to first. The infield was back. It's an A, second and third. And the runners will hold. How do you like that? Hartenstein goes to first, and the runners hold. It was hit to the pitcher. So it's 1 out. And here comes Rod Gaspar. He will hit. There's really nobody better. And he's a switch hitter. He'll bat left. Gaspar, W power. The pitch from Hartenstein. Infield back 111. He pops it up behind the plate. Jerry May makes the catch, 2 away. And it's all up to Wayne Garrett. Wayne hit the long double in the 8th. Almost left the stadium. And this is it. Hartenstein now. He looks in. Here's the pitch to Garrett. Oh, 1-4. And it's going to be a base hit. And 2 runs will come in. Oh, my. Grody scores. Jones scores. Those two of those runs are charged to Blas. He ends up allowing 3. Hartenstein has already allowed 1. It's Garrett on first here. He is the tying run, and Shamsky. It's Wayne's world. Shamsky comes up. He is the winning run. 3 runs here for the Mets. It's 5-4. I could bring in Marone, a left-hander, but he's more powerful. Against left-handers. We're going to let him pitch. Let him try to get out of this. Okay, here's Hartenstein. From the stretch, Garrett, the tying run on first, Shamsky, the winning run. The pitch from Hartenstein. 1-3. And he grounds it to first. Robertson has it. He takes it to the bag, and the ball game is over. It was a 1-3 right-handed. So quite a dramatic ending there. 3 runs for the Mets. The final, Pittsburgh 5, New York Mets 4. The win goes to Blas. Hartenstein pitches 1 very, very treacherous inning. The final line, Pirates 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors. The Mets 4 runs, 9 hits, and 2 errors. Another tough loss for the Mets. What I'm going to do now is update this live here. In the time I have left, and I may set up the next game. I'll put this on my big screen so I can see what's going on, because I can't see. YouTube, Jeffrey Gutterman. Oh God, help us, please. Help my family. Here we go. First, I'm going to put the Mets, these teams away, give me a little more room. This is not easy for me, folks, when I'm going through problems like I am, family problems. But I don't know what I would do if I didn't do this. I'd sit and wallow. And Kathy says no wallowing. We now move this to 1,832 games. This was a split of a doubleheader. The Mets won the first one, the Pirates won the second one. Both were one-run games. And so we're gonna enter this in. It was a split of a doubleheader. It's gonna put Pittsburgh 89 and 65. And they won that last one. The Mets 78 and 76. No change there. They lost one. '88, 89 and 65, 78 and 76. Oh. Oh, God almighty. I'll be back in just a couple minutes to update all this. I have to count it all. Oh my God. Oh Lord. Oh. Just gonna step outside for a couple minutes. Oh. Oh. Oh my God. Because of the split, there are no changes to the other teams in terms of games behind. I'll be back. I'm back. And I appreciate some of you hanging out and watching me do this. I just pray. I'm agnostic, but if you believe in God, please pray for my family. Don't worry about me, just pray that my family is going to be okay. Okay, we're going to add these up here. This is how we do it to just reconcile. We do it after every 2 games. 80, 160, 174, 40, 140, 157. This should by the way, this number should be a 918 when we're done. 128. And it's 919. I missed a number. That's all I fucking need. Again, Pittsburgh. 160, 174. 140, 157. 128. 179. 140, 155. 141, maybe that was it. 125. It is 918. You see, math is a tautology. And we'll get this one here in the loss column. We don't have to do the American League because we did it already. 120, 133. It's 918 is correct. Add it to the American League, and that is 918, 1020, 32. And that is reconciled. Put the wins in. Kuzman in the first game won his 15th. And Kuzman won his 15th. And Blas won his 14th. And that does it for that. Now what we're going to do is set up our next game. I keep my score sheets in a John, first of all, as you saw about the one loss reconciliation, I'm very meticulous about that. That's where the tire hits the road. And I don't have time to do statistics, individual statistics. For a novelty, I do wins for pitchers and home runs for hitters. That's it. I keep about 3 dates worth so I can track what relievers were used. And then I toss them after that. We move, they were still on the 21st here. And here's how, and we'll have time to set this up before I have to end at about 5 minutes before the hour. I'm really shaken up, folks, from a family issue. Really shaken up. It's going to be Atlanta at San Diego. I look at Baseball Reference. Thank you, John. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm agnostic if there is a God, but why would God help me when so many others experience such misfortune? In this game, Atlanta at San Diego, this will be the wow. Oh, there's 1, 2, 3. The third of a 3-game series. And this is the way we set up our next game. Get me a little room here. Atlanta at San Diego. It's a big game. Atlanta has a 6.5 game lead. Any win by Atlanta makes it even more unlikely that San Francisco will be able to come back. God, this morning is going so slow for me. We refer to our standings to put those in. Atlanta comes in 93-60. They have, including this game, I guess 9 games left. They have a 6.5. It's so impossible. I mean, for San Francisco, they've won 5 in a row. 93-60. San Diego 51 and 102, 42 games out. They've lost 13 in a row. That's a longest losing streak. Pitching is Ron Reed for Atlanta and Joe Niekro for San Diego. Reed comes into this game with 19 wins. Phil Niekro, Joe's brother, has won 21, so there's a chance he can become a 20-game winner on this game. A good chance, I would say. Reed and Joe Niekro has won 8. Now we look in to see who I'm sure, John, I'm sure there are many examples. I do agree we live in a fallen world. From our perspective, from a human perspective, the world is just what it is, independent of our own meaning. But yes, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. We look back now on the 20th to see who relieved, and the last game, by the way, it was Atlanta has won the first 2 games of this series. Jarvis pitched a complete game, so we put nobody here. And San Diego used, just so we don't overuse relievers, we can use them 2 days in a row, and then we go back and look back if necessary. Everett, Arlen, and Roberts pitched for San Diego in relief. It was a 12-1 game, by the way, the last game. 12-1. Just, oh. And now we'll throw in our starting lineups. Mian. I put the names in first. I just take this right off Baseball Reference. I put the fielding positions after. Put the fielding and ratings in. I'll put them in later when I'm ready to play the game. Now for San Diego. One other thing we do, let me just put these in. Is who relieved in real world in the game. In this game, the Braves won at 8-2. And Reed went all the way. Pitching in this game for San Diego was Dukes and Roberts, even though he pitched last game. We'd have to check to see if he's eligible. That's about it, folks. And I'm expecting a phone call at noon. I want to thank you all for being here. Stay strong, everybody. Stay well. Thank you, John. Thank you, John. And thank you, Kathy. And everybody else who is here. Take care.